Okay, this is the demo for Danger in Pompeii. Let's take a look-see. Okay, so we can either be Flavia or Flavius. I think we'll be Flavia. Flavia, your god Lare orders you to stand up, Flavia. Can't you hear me? Maybe I don't have enough network. Hello? Ah, it's good. It works. Ave, Flavia. I am Tutorius, your own god Lare. I am responsible for looking after you and guiding you. I have the brain and you have the legs. Reassure me they work at least. Well done! You know how to walk. Let's check the arms now. Take my statuette and keep it in your pocket so I can talk to you. Okay. Comfortable? The pocket of your tunic. Is it linen? Come on, it's time to get out of here. Okay, so go to the door and press on... Oh. I think your parents are waiting for you in the peristyle for prayer. Let's join them. Quintus Poppius Sabinius. Hello, Flavia. Slept well? Are you joining us in prayer? Oh, Manus, spirits of the ancestors of our family, ancestors of the wife of Nero, former emperor of Rome. Protect us on this day when Clemens, the envoy of the Emperor Titus, will come to us. Okay, Flavia, we are going to gather everyone for the ritual to the Lares gods. Will you help me prepare for the ceremony? Go to the offerings and join us in front of the lararium in the atrium. And don't eat all the grapes this time. Okay? So, quest log. My god, Lares Familiaris. He's a bit like my boss, if you like. I protect you, but he protects your whole family. So you'd better prepare the offerings well. If you forget what items you need, you can always consult your quest log. So my quest log's here. Okay. We need an incense box, a grape of Bacchus, olive oil, statuette of the god Lare, and a wine. Okay, there's the grapes. Silver cup. Instead, look in the amphora by the vegetable garden. Okay. For what? Okay, there's the olive oil. Okay. Wine horn. Okay, statuette in the incense box are the last things we need. Alright. Statuette of the god Lare. There we go. Okay. Okay, there's the incense box. Okay, cool. Found all the things. Okay. Very good. Everything is ready. Give me the offerings, Flavia. May this light shine on the altar. May this water purify me, the master of the house. O protector Lare, be honored by this offering. Guide our family on this day when our destiny will change forever. O Lara Familiaris, receive this pure wine. O my spirit, bring abundance to my family. O Lara, may this smoke be pleasing to your nostrils. Oh, but by Jupiter! Is the statuette broken? Okay. But the statuette, it looks like it's... What just happened? What a strange vision. Okay. That's all we needed. We'll have to fix that statue, otherwise what will the Clemens think? I want the Emperor's envoy to arrive in the clean house. Okay. Are you alright, Flavia? You look like you've seen a ghost. Don't blame your father. He's stressed out about Clemens' arrival. Go into town and have the statuette repaired. And don't hang around too long. I'll need your help with the banquet too. Okay, so we're leaving the house. Gotcha. Okay, so we need to find... Ave Flavia! Did you feel the earthquake earlier? It's weird. This vision you're telling me, do you think it's the gods who sent it to you? In my opinion, you should show the statuette to Tutor Aristotle. I saw him in the street, heading towards the forum. Salute Aristotle for me. Okay, so... yeah, the quest... well, all we have to do is find this famous Aristotle then. I think we need to go right, unless it's on the left. Maybe we should look at the map. Okay, so there is a map. But show the statuette to Preceptor Aristotle in the streets towards the forum. Alright, so... map. Okay, so... alright, that way's the forum, so we need to just keep kind of going that way. Hi, you must be Aristotle. You did well to come, Flavia. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, came to speak to me in a dream. He asked me to build this sundial for you. I hope you understand how it works. Oh, don't worry, Flavia. I am the instructions. Come on, open it by clicking the icon that shines. Okay, press on that. Wow, a mercury dial. It's a very rare item that allows you to access the visions of the gods. Each slot is intended to receive a vision. One slot is already refilled by your vision from earlier. Click on it to see it again. To find the visions you're missing, visit each of the main locations in the city. Use your map to find the places you haven't yet explored, or use the symbols on the dial, locate them on the map to find where to go, and in each location find the character with that. Okay, but first let's talk to Aristotle. Okay, so yeah, there's a few places we're gonna go. Okay. What a strange object. The dial reacted when you touched it. Mercury wants to warn us of a disaster, and it's you he chose to decipher his message. Use the map and explore the city. Help your friends solve their mysterious problems. It might give you new visions. Start by going to the Copona on the Decumanus, where we are right now. Okay? Okay. Start at the Copona, which is the other way. But yeah, he wants me to start in the... okay. What are you? Ah, Flavia, it's shopping time. In this shop, we can spend our sesterces to change clothes or buy new accessories. It serves no purpose, but it's very elegant. There are other shops like this one across town. Okay. Okay, so... Look, Flavia, a point of interest. This is your chance to find out a little bit more about everyday life in Rome. This information will help you on your quest, so look at it tactfully. In a point of interest, you'll find a short explanation and an illustration. Some even have several pages. You can scroll through them using the arrows on the image. Don't forget to play the audio files at the bottom left. You'll find lots of exciting information. Okay, so this is about Roman currency. So throughout the empire, people use the same currency. Here are the most common coins. Aureus, gold coin. Denarius, silver coin. Sestertius, a bronze coin, and as is a bronze coin. Okay, so 1 Aureus is 25 denarii, 1 denarius is... Okay, yep, gotcha. Each emperor mints coins in his image, so the front side of the coin shows the reigning emperor. The letters around his portrait indicate his titles. So here, Imperator Titus Caesar Vespasianus Augustus Pontifex Maximus. This means Emperor Titus Caesar, a title passed down from Julius Caesar, Vespasianus, his father's family name from his father, Emperor Vespasian, Augustus, meaning he was favoured by the gods, Pontifex Maximus, the highest religious leader. Okay, so how is the Roman coin made? The chosen metal is cut into small round pieces. 2 metal molds are engraved, depicting the 2 sides of the future coin. So each heated round piece is placed between the molds and struck with a hammer to imprint the design. Finally, the quality of the piece is checked. Cool. There are points of interest all over the city. Open your map, Flavia. I'll show you how to spot them. Okay. Points of interest are grouped together in the progression tab. Open it. Okay. When you just select progress, the map only displays points of interest and side quests. When you have discovered a point of interest, it'll be unlocked in the map, and you can click on that to watch it. And when you have finished a side quest, it'll be marked. Okay. Try to complete as many as you can to find out everything about the Romans. Okay, so I found that one, so that's what it shows now. Cool. So I can... That's pretty cool to know. Okay. I like this. Okay. Alright, I'm going to head this way, because he said to go to the Calpona first. So let's... Pompeii is located in Italy, south of Rome, the capital of the Roman Empire. On the edge of the Mare Nostrum, our sea entirely surrounded by Roman lands.
Romanus est. Yes, you are Roman. In Pompeii, you are at the heart of the empire, not far from Rome. This gigantic city, with its millions inhabitants. Caput Mundi, the capital of the world.
Pompeii is located in the Campania region at the foot of Mount Vesuvius in the Gulf of Neapolis. So, yeah, Gulf of Naples.
Viva Campania! Long live Campania! The rich Romans come here to rest and enjoy the pleasant climate. You are lucky. You live here, at the foot of a beautiful mountain. Its name? Vesuvius. A very normal mountain for centuries.
Okay, so this is no, there's something here, but it's not included in the demo. So, yeah, cool. It's crazy to think that all this. Okay. Yeah, there are a few in our house, so I actually want to go to the house. Because there's a few points of interest in the house, so I want to have a look at. Okay, here we go. Toys and games. Here are some more common toys. So we've got a doll, miniature animals, dice, and marbles.
As you come from a rich family, you have toys. Here are some that you and your little brother like to ludere, to play with. an articulated doll, or small terracotta animals. Games of luck, like dice, or games of skill, for example, small stone marbles.
And here are some games. Play ball, drive a small chariot, and imitate characters. So,
These are other games. Do you like to play with a pila, a ball, and your little brother with a oscillum, a swing? I'm sure both of you enjoy driving this little chariot pulled by geese or dogs. And sometimes you imitate characters. For example, you play the mother, the soldier, the gladiator, or even the imperator, the emperor.
okay, frescoes of the Trojan War. Several frescoes, paintings on the walls, depict scenes from the legendary Trojan War between the Greeks and the Trojan. Cassandra and the Trojan horse. The Trojan princess Cassandra predicted the fall of Troy to the Greeks. She tries to stop the Trojans from bringing into the city the great wooden horse offered by the Greeks. Lauku and the serpents. Lauku, the priest of Poseidon, also tries to prevent the Trojans from bringing the Greek wooden horse into the city, but a massive serpent will strangle Lauku and his two sons. Cassandra and the statue of Athena. The horse entered Troy at night. Greek soldiers came out of it. They opened the city gate to their entire army. Cassandra attacked one of the Greek leaders, clings to Athena's sacred statue for protection. Her father watches, devastated. The clientes, who are they? A client is a poor citizen who puts himself under the protection of a rich citizen, his boss. He receives food or a little money. In exchange, he accompanies his boss to town, and above all, he votes for him.
Here is one of your father's clientes. He comes to your house to take his sportula, his basket of food, or to receive some sesterces. Soon you will find him in town to help your father, his patroness, his boss. It's certain you will see him at the forum during election times, because he will tell everyone to vote for your father. There's something for everyone, the client who has enough to live on, and your father who is an ally.
Okay, so we've found all the ones in there. Alright, so we've got these. Okay, these are transportation points. Have you seen Flavia? There's a side quest right here. With the side quest, you'll discover new games, you'll learn sesterces, and you'll learn how the Romans lived. Use your map to find... Yes, okay. Hi, you're just in time. With the arrival of Clemens, the Emperor's envoy, everyone wants clean clothes. Pfft, I'm overwhelmed. Even though I've got the biggest laundry in town, the famous Cephanius Fulanica. Can you help me by supervising the slaves who wash your family's clothes? Yes, of course. Okay, so my job is not fun. I bring urine amphoras that people in the street have filled with pee. Okay. Okay, bring the urine. In a basin filled with water, salt, and well acid pee, I'll trample the clothes as to remove grease stains. Okay, so that looks very urine-y. Phew, I myself don't walk in pee. I squeeze clothes in a water basin to rinse them. Okay. I use the best press in town. It squeezes out the water and irons the clothes. So that'd be that one. I must not be afraid of heights since I climb over the roof to put the clothes to dry on wires. Okay, so that's that one. Yay! Cool. Phew, thank you. Thanks to you, my slaves washed all of your family's clothes. Here are 25 sesterces for your help. Cool. Money! You've just earned your first sesterces. This is the name of currency used in Pompeii. Completing side quests is what will earn you the most. They'll be very useful to you. You can buy clues to help you solve the puzzles. You can also pay for a transport to get around Pompeii more quickly. And we could even go for a little shopping. Cool. So we've done that quest. There's some stuff like over here we can look at. And yeah, there's lots of side quests. But yeah, we're heading towards the Copona. Because that's, yeah. Okay, so this is the transport. Well, this isn't the time. My feet are killing me. If you pay a few sesterces, this transport will take you to the destination of your choice in the blink of an eye. And if you don't know which destination to choose, you can always open the map to find your way. Okay, so we would click on the map and then pick one. Okay. Yeah. I'm good for now because there's stuff all over here that I want to do and look at. Okay, Meridionalis Regio. Okay, so like that, the Meridionalis Regio. Or that way is not included. Okay. In the streets, clever Romans. Pedestrians use sidewalks and pedestrian crossings made of lava blocks. The carts travel on the roadway made of large slabs of lava.
Practicus. Practical. If you use the sidewalks and pedestrian crossings, you will not get your feet dirty from the mud on the road. Calidus. Clever. If you drive a cart, your wheels will pass right between the stone blocks of the pedestrian crossings. And non-olet. And it does not stink. Because under the sidewalks, there are sewers.
At night, the streets offer a kind of lighting. Okay, so these stones are like shiny or something?
The Romans even invented natural lighting. Tiny pieces of white marble on the ground shine at night under the moon to illuminate you. Lucet, it shines.
Olive oil. It's useful for everything. Olives are harvested in the fall.
Take a stick to hit these olive trees and knock down the olei, the olives that you will collect under the trees.
Olives are eaten a whole hour after being soaked in salt water, or they are transformed into oil using a press.
Put the olives, except those that will be eaten by hand, in a press, and turn it to crush them and bring out the oleum, the oil that you will put in amphoras.
Oil is used in cooking, for frying, for seasoning.
You can cook itare. Cook food with this oil and pour it directly onto dishes and your bread.
It's also used in oil lamps.
In the evening, fill the lucernae with oil. These lamps light your masters, their guests, and their slaves like you.
Finally, it is used with a strigil to wash and take care of the skin. That doesn't look pleasant.
Put some oil in this bottle. Your master will spread it on his skin before doing sports, and when he is finished, he will scrape his oil skin full of sweat and dust with the striglia, the strigil. In short, it serves as sunscreen and soap.
Okay, so oil up and then use that as kind of like a scraping squeegee. Gotcha. Okay, so garum, yuck or yum. Garum is a very popular sauce. It is prepared from sun-dried fish.
Dry fish intestines and flesh mixed with salt and herbs for 2 months in the sun. Ugh. Then you get garum. A delicious sauce on Roman dishes. It gives them flavor and salts them. Do you like this sauce? You will find cheap pots, but also high quality pots, which are very expensive.
You've come at a bad time. My husband's gone to deliver the wine and I'm left alone with these barbarians. They scare me. I had to hide the money from the till in the dolly in between the sausages and the lentils. You know, a Calpona is like a fast food restaurant and people aren't themselves when they're hungry. Can you help me calm him down? Okay, listen to the customers to serve them. Okay, so he wants a drink. So you want... What's that one? Beer. Okay, so there's... Okay, so... Okay, so I can combine, like, the lentils with cheese. Okay. There you go. Okay, so he wanted something... Okay, so maybe you might like some honey with wine. There we go. And you wanted... Okay, seafood and fish. Okay, okay. So we've got figs. And which one was the fish? Okay. You managed to calm them down? Mercury and Bacchus heard my prayer. Look behind me. I did well to have this fresco painted for them. And to thank you, I offer you an amphora of my best olive oil. You'll find it in the pantry. Okay. Okay, so it's telling me it's the end of the demo, but there's still things I can do until I get to a point where I can't find anything that I can do. Then I'm going to I still want to kind of explore. Look at here. From a small town to a big empire. Born more than 800 years ago, Rome was thankfully an increasingly powerful city in its region, the centre of immense conquests around the Mediterranean, and the capital of an all-powerful empire.
If you were governing Rome, would you rather be a respected king from the early days, a victorious general, a respected senator from the time of the conquests of the Republic, or an all-powerful emperor from the time of our history in Pompeii?
I don't know. I'd probably just want to be a wise and just leader. Okay. Children, here's a young person who today will give up his tutor to come with us. Listen to us. Bis bina sunt quatur. 2 times 2 equals 4. Easy for you. Do you want to play a little Amphora game with us? You haven't already, dude, so look at the point of it. Okay, yes, I already did that. Rome was ruled by a king, then elected citizens. Today he leads our country. So around the time it would have been an M. Pair. Sutit. Read the other way around the name of the current emperor. It's Titus. I didn't even need to. They were the first inhabitants of Pompeii. Oh god, I'm actually trying to remember high school history. Oh, yep. They came to Pompeii 600 years ago, bring with them gods, their temples were sent. Okay, so I think this is with the Greek. Because obviously like around this time, like the Greeks and Romans had like very much similar gods. So like they had different names for their gods, but they were pretty much the same gods. The Scumerpaston also improved the lifestyle of Pompeii a long time ago. Oops, there are too many letters. What is their actual name? Okay. The Samnites then came from their mountains. When we arrived, they made the city wealthy with commercial harbour. Who are we? Wasn't it? Okay, Vesuvius. Aristotle was obviously your teacher. And here are some stereotypes. Cool. Cool. Okay, so the children of the rich people have private teachers at home. Those of the slaves do not have a school. Other children go to school to learn to read, write, count, and to recite by heart texts by Latin authors.
In Ludo, at school. Not very comfortable. This classroom exposed onto the street. Too bad. Come with me. It will distract you from Aristote, your private teacher. Listen carefully to the Ludi Magister, the class teacher. Then take a wooden tablet covered in wax and write with a stylus, a sort of pen. To erase, you will simply heat the wax. Be careful. If you do not answer correctly, you will get a slap on the wrist. So read carefully the Roman numerals and Latin and Greek letters on the wall. Later, we will read stories in a volumen, a scroll which serves as a book. Today, the legend of the birth of Rome, told by a famous poet, Virgil. You will like it.
Alright, so now there was a quest like all the way down. Salve! Like you, I read the graffiti and see on that wall to the right that 20 pairs of gladiators will be fighting on October 1st. But let me introduce myself. I am the favoured citizen Holoconius, and I want to become Drumvir, one of the city's 2 mayors. Can you please help me find out if people have written on the walls what they're going to vote for me? Okay, sure. Okay, gladiatorium para the... Secundus to his beloved prima, greetings. I beg you, my mistress, to love me. Because it's the same kind of... The hero in the battles of Troy, I sing them. Because they don't look the same. Marcus Helonicus, all the fruit sellers vote for him as... Okay. We are happy to come, we are even happier to leave. Not happy at all with the meal they had here. Oh, shit. Important, this is the announcement for the game to the amphitheater. Okay. Thank you. Now you'll be able to tell me you voted for me. Look closely at the graffiti. Okay, so it is the... The fruit sellers. Bravo for your research. You well deserve it. Yay! Money! Okay. So, it doesn't look like we've got any more here. Get the rest of the stuff down here. Right at the end. And then I think that's all we're going to be able to do in the demo. The legend of the founding of Rome. Two twins, Romulus and Remus, are fed by a she-wolf near the river, the Tiber. One of the two will found Rome. Obviously Romulus.
Here is what the famous Latin poet Virgil says. Aeneas, the prince of Troy, who descends from the goddess Venus, arrives in the Lazio region of Italy. His distant descendant, king of the city of Alba, was chased from the throne by his brother. This evil brother forces Rhea Silvia, the king's daughter, to become a Vestal, that is to say, a priestess who must remain celibate. But Rhea Silva is seduced by the god Mars. She gives birth to two twins, Romulus and Remus. Her evil uncle wants to make these two children disappear. His guard places their cradle on the river, the Tiber. The cradle stops near the Palatine Hill. A she-wolf finds the babies and gives them her milk. Then shepherds take them into their home and raise them. As adults, Romulus and Remus want to found a city in the place where they grew up. They call on the omens. These priests tell them that the king of this city will be the one who sees the most birds passing by. But they do not agree on the number of birds seen, so they fight. Romulus kills Remus. Thus he becomes the founder of Rome.
Mythology tells of the adventures of gods and heroes. Okay, so here are the 12 labors of the hero Hercules, the famous son of Jupiter.
Hercules is the son of Jupiter, the king of the gods, and of a mortal woman. Jupiter's jealous wife, Juno, drives him crazy at one point, and he kills his own children. To be forgiven by the gods, he must obey the king of Mycenae by performing exploits.
And obviously he's Heracles, son of Zeus, and stuff in Greek mythology. Okay, so obviously the first labor, Hercules must kill the Nemean lion. Hercules succeeds in strangling the lion and then he takes his skin to protect himself.
Hercules must kill a lion which is ravaging the region of Nemea. This animal is so strong that the hero's arrows and sword do not even hurt it. Hercules then pursues him into his lair, where, thanks to his phenomenal strength, he strangles him. Then he cuts the animal's skin with one of its claws and uses it as a protective coat.
It'll also be a fairly warm coat, I'd like to think. Okay, so his second labor, Hercules must defeat the Hydra of Lerna. Hercules cuts off the heads of this monster, but they grow back. With the help of his cousin, Hercules manages to kill the Hydra.
Hercules must defeat a hydra, a multi-headed monster that lives in the marshes of Lerna. Every time he cuts off a monster's head, 2 more grow back. He then asks his cousin for help. He cuts off the heads, and his cousin burns the scars so that the heads do not grow back. This is how the hydra dies, and our hero can dip his arrows in the poisonous blood of the beast.
Alright, so the third layer. Alright. Hercules must capture the Cerenian hinds. So Hercules chases this very fast doe with golden horns. He only manages to capture it after a year without causing it harm. Okay.
Hercules must capture the doe of Cerenia with its golden horns, which travels at spectacular speed. He chases her for a year before finally succeeding in shooting her with an arrow while she takes a break in a meadow. He aims so well that the arrow immobilizes his legs without hurting her.
Alright. Hercules must capture the boar of Erymanthus. Is that the farty boar? Because I know, because obviously this legend takes place in Greek mythology as well. So I know a lot of these legendary animals and stuff. We kind of had to fight as Cassandra in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So yeah, I can't remember if that one's the farty boar. There's one that's really stinky, and then there's another one. It's one of them, but I know we definitely fight this one in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So Hercules pursues this wild boar with formidable tusks, and he manages to tie it up.
Hercules must capture the wild boar that lives on the mountain of Erymanthus. The animal destroys everything in its path with its sharp metal tusks. Our hero decides to wear him out running. He pursues it for a long time. The animal ends up falling to the bottom of a large hole in the snow. Hercules hoists him up with a rope, ties him up, and takes him to Mycenae, where the king gets scared.
Alright, so Hercules has to clean the stables of King Augeas. These stables are very dirty and okay, so he's going to use a river to clean them.
Hercules must clean in one day the stables of King Augeas, which have never been cleaned. He climbs a hill to observe the region and decides to make a dam on the river, which passes near the stables. It thus diverts this river, which crosses the stables and cleans them all by itself.
Hercules must chase the birds from Lake Stymphale. These birds attack humans, so to kill them, our hero uses cymbals and his arrows.
Hercules must hunt the birds of Lake Stymphale, which attack humans with their bronze beaks, claws, and feathers. Minerva gives him bronze cymbals. He hides and bangs these large cymbals. The birds, frightened by the enormous noise, fly away, and our hero pierces them with his big arrows.
Minerva, obviously, I'm pretty sure that's Athena in Greek mythology. Hercules must bring back the bull from Crete alive. This bull terrorizes the inhabitants of Crete. Hercules succeeds in exhausting him. This is obviously after the king of Crete's wife does the deed with the bull and gives birth to the Minotaur. But that's a different legend there.
Hercules must bring back alive the bull from the island of Crete, where King Minos reigns. This wild bull terrorizes the inhabitants and destroys everything in its path. The hero confronts him in a clearing, turning him around and around, then jumps on his back, ties him up, and brings him to the king.
Hercules must tame Diomedes' mares. These mares are carnivorous. Hercules fights against Diomedes and ends up winning in a weird way.
Hercules must tame King Diomedes' mares, who feed on human flesh. When he arrives, he knocks out the mares, who are finishing their horrible meal. Diomedes runs up with a club. The two men fight. Hercules ends up knocking Diomedes out and throws him to his mares, which devour him.
Hercules must bring back Hippolytes' belt. Hercules begins by seducing Hippolyte, the queen of the Amazons. Then he must fight her warriors.
Hercules must bring back the belt of Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazons. At first, he encounters no difficulty because the queen falls in love with him and gives him her belt. But Juno, the queen of the gods, an enemy of the hero, makes the Amazons believe that Hercules actually wants to kidnap their queen. The hero, surrounded by enemies, must then kill Hippolyta to grab his belt and flee.
Hercules must bring back Geryon's oxen. Geryon, a three-headed giant, herds oxen on an island. Hercules must find him in order to get his hands on the oxen.
Hercules must fetch the oxen of Geryon, a terrible giant with 3 heads and 3 trunks. He begins by knocking out the dog guarding the herd. Geryon, furious, takes his 3 helmets, his 3 shields and his 3 spears and pursues our hero, who shoots him a poisoned arrow before leaving with the oxen.
Hercules must bring back the golden apple from the garden of Hesperides. Hercules asks Atlas, who carries the sky on his shoulders, to collect these apples which are defended by a dragon. During this time, he takes charge of the celestial vault.
Hercules must bring back the golden apples from the garden of the Hesperides. Atlas, a giant who carries the celestial vault on his shoulders, offers to go and find them by neutralizing the dragon if Hercules wants to replace him to carry the sky. When Atlas returns with the 3 golden apples, Hercules gives him back the celestial vault by making him believe that it will only be for an instant, just enough time to readjust his position. But in fact, he takes the apples and leaves, leaving the sky on Atlas's shoulders.
So what I'm hearing is Hercules is just a tiny bit of a dick. Okay, Hercules must bring Cerberus to the king of Mycenae. This 3-headed dog guards the underworld. Hercules succeeds in neutralizing it and then shows it to the king, who becomes frightened.
Hercules must bring Cerberus to Mycenae, the 3-headed dog with the dragon's tail who guards the underworld. He advances towards the enormous dog, who takes refuge behind the throne of his master Hades, the god of the underworld. The hero, protected by his lion skin, leaps at Cerberus. He squeezes the dog's neck, ready to suffocate it. Hades then authorizes Hercules to take him to the palace of the king of Mycenae, who, panicked, asks Hercules to bring Cerberus back to the underworld.
Okay, so here is where that talkity thingy was wrong. So obviously we're taking things from the Roman perspective here. Hades is the Greek god of the underworld. This should have referred to him as Pluto, who is the Roman god of the underworld. So. Okay. Which animal does not appear in the 12 labors? Yeah, lion, hydra, doe, boar, stables, birds, bull, mares, and the belt, the ox, apples, and alright, so it'd be dog, wouldn't it? No, actually it'd be wolf, because Cerberus is a 3-headed dog.
Hercules does not fight any wolf in his 12 labors.
So yeah, it looks like this is the extent of what we can do in the demo, and there's obviously a bunch more stuff that we can look at and do in the main game. So, but I quite liked this. I liked I liked the whole history thing, because history is a big thing that interests me. and like the mini games. So yeah, this is what I'm looking forward to. And yeah.
Dumb things on stream. So many dumb things on stream. Dumb things on stream.